Good day, welcome to Loa Shijubomi Farms and Processor, where we put out interactive videos on how we raise our birds from day old to 6 weeks and how we slaughter them. Don't forget to subscribe and tell people about us. Once you subscribe, you get a lot on when our video drops. We drop videos twice in a week. Basically, what you are looking at now is another batch of broiler beds that is going into our farm. So what you're looking at right now is also the hatchery where we get them from in Ibadan. This is batch B. I know some people that have been following us, they've seen batch A before. Sorry, this is batch C actually. So because we have 4 weeks going to 5 weeks, we have a 1 week 8 days going to 2 weeks now. So this one is I just did batch C that we collected last week Thursday. I can't remember the date. So by the time you see this video, you'll be seeing this video this Wednesday. I think this Wednesday should be on the 9th or on the 10th or so. Basically, what you are seeing right now is our beds being sorted out. The reason why we sort the beds out is to check for abnormalities and to also count that our beds are 51 in a box, because once you buy from the hatchery, you get 51 in a box. So for people that don't usually buy from the hatchery, that buy from agents, please make sure that your birds are 51. That is how they come into. Basically, you are looking at all the surroundings in the hatchery, and you see those people staying. Sometimes they can be agents, and sometimes they can be people waiting for their cars to be for their transport vans or transport cars to be for pickup. As you are seeing, like I was saying, as you are seeing, the birds are being sorted out. Also, as we sort out, we do the physical count. As we are doing the physical count, we check for abnormalities. What he's doing right now is checking for abnormalities. The one he returned, they look abnormal, so that's why he's putting it back in a separate box. So once he's done, he would put the lid on it to satisfy that the birds are good to go to the farm. And basically, this is only done by one person, by the main vet doctor on the farm, because other people, because he is in charge, so he wants to get the best out of it. So please, if you are a new subscriber or you are just coming onto a video, please make sure that whenever you buy your birds in Nigeria only, I don't know about other places, you make sure that your birds are 51. But basically, on our way back to the farm after we sorted the birds, we encountered traffic, and as you can see, how the birds were loaded, we opened the windows of the car, so the car windows was open both left and right, and this is ongoing traffic. Normally we don't pick up our birds at this time, but because of insecurity and other issues and to avoid traffic, we thought going to pick up the birds at this time is the best idea. Basically, we don't pick up in the noon at noon. We usually pick up afternoon, maybe by 3-4, but because of insecurity again and traffic in the area, we don't know that's why. Well, while we were, because of the traffic, we had one major issue, which was heat stress. Heat stress is caused by lack of airflow and hot weather. Basically, you see these birds on the floor. We had heat stress on with them while we were trying to avoid traffic. So we were able to enter a company that we buy additives from. You will see their banner up front. It's called Agrobamadin in Ibadan. That's where we get our additives from. So basically, what had happened was, while we were driving traffic, we noticed that the birds were panting. So panting is when birds are opening their mouth. Human being, once we hot, we start sweating. So for birds, they don't have sweat glands, so they will start panting. Once we notice that, we quickly branch into Agrobamadin, and we were able to put all the birds on the floor. So this, what you are seeing right now, these birds were already put on the floor, and once we put them on the floor, we took them out of the box. Once we took them out of the box, we make sure they were okay, then we now put them back in the box. You see how we separated them. We separated them to limit mortalities. But in this instance, what had happened was some of them were already panting. So in the process, we lost 13 birds. You to imagine, we bought one bird at the rate of 520 naira. So at least we lost close to 6,000 naira or so or more. But we were grateful for the staff of Agrobamadin by allowing us to park in their compound to be able to sort the issue. Well, on arrival to the farm, moving on arrival to the farm, you see we didn't put any charcoal in the pen house. Reason being that it was a hot day. So on arrival to the farm, we checked the temperature in the brooding room. We noticed it was 31 degrees centigrade. So basically what we did was we allowed the birds to sit in their carton for a few minutes. For 30 to 45 minutes. Once we were sure that they were okay, we started taking them out one by one. You see how we were taking them out. We just started taking them out gently. Once we know they are all fine, we started taking them out little by little. We started counting. We did another physical counting on arrival again. The reason why we are doing two physical counting: one, to limit theft; two, to make sure, because of the heat stress and the loss of 13 birds, we had to make sure that every birds that we're taking out of the box, we physically count it and we physically inspect it. So at least if anything is bound to happen at this time, we already know. So we started counting again, and you can see we don't have charcoal in the room presently at this moment. Reason being, the room was already hot, so we didn't need charcoal at this time of the day. But later on at night, we use charcoal. So basically, we are just physically counting. And also, prior to us removing it, we also did scaling. So we scale the birds manually. We use a manual scale, hand manual scale. So we always make sure that our birds are 45 grams on arrival to the facility. Being that, some people, some hatcheries, you get their birds, they are not 45 grams, they are 30, 38, 40, 40 or 39. Really, 45 grams is always the best. Reason being that at that age, they are able to quickly eat, and also they are the more they eat, the more bigger they grow. So it's hasten your time of production. So imagine if you get one bird at 30 grams, the time, by the time it will take it to get to 2 kg, compared to the birds that is 45 grams. The time for the 30 grams will be longer, but meanwhile, if the bird is 45 grams, the time for it to attain 2 kg by 6 weeks, it will attain 2 kg between 5 to 6 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the kind of feed you use. And so we make sure that, it's the same process we repeat every time we get our birds. We select prior to the birds getting to the facility. We sort prior to the birds getting to the facility. On arrival to the facility, we will have already prepared the pen, washed, disinfected. Then we'll start scaling randomly. We start scaling randomly to make sure that everything is okay. And as you can see, we apply paper on the floor. Everybody's method of brooding is different, but we stick to our own method of brooding, and stick to whatever you feel you're comfortable with. Some people see this as waste of money and waste of resources, but we don't see it as that. We know what works for us. So please, if you are following us, and if you've been following us for a while, this is our way of brooding. I know some people will comment, oh, this is waste of paper, this is waste of. Nah, for us, it's what we do. And as you can see, the birds are kept in a nice environment. They are still in a box, and you see, we still physically counting. We still have to count. As we are getting to the end of the video, please don't forget to subscribe and get notification when we drop new videos. Thank you. Later.